Page rules define or gives the access to various individuals whom you would want your page to be handled by. So all that you have to do is just come over here and try to find your friend. You can just simply go and type the name of your friend, and if you find him over here, it's well and good. If not, a simple suffice as they are asking is for an email ID. Now, what kind of a role would you like to give to the person? There are five kind of roles that you have over here, starting with the analyst. Analyst is a person who reads the numbers, flow of the comments which have happened, the number of likes that people have received, the retention part, or how many people have commented angry comments, like comments, smileys, sharing, all those kind of things. Analyst reads the numbers. Advertiser access, as I told you, any advertisement which goes on behalf of a page, right? So you can just give the advertiser access. This person will only be able to design advertisements on behalf of your page and not be able to do anything else. Similarly, it goes for the analyst too, as well as the moderator. The interaction between both the parties. Editor, this person can go ahead and can post anything on your page. You've got to be careful about whom you're giving this access to, as well as goes simply for the admin too. This person can go ahead and even can do any kind of action on your page. So also be careful about who and all are the admins of your page. Once people enter the pages, so how many people have liked your page, have not liked your page, all the list will be given right over here. Now, if you do not like some person for the kind of comments that they are doing, you want to ban that person from the page, you want to remove them, you can simply come over here, select that person, and go into these settings over here. You can remove them or you can ban them from the page. Now comes about posting. And simply, there are multiple methods via which you can go ahead and post anything on your page. Uh, by the way, this is how the opening of the page would look like. And any post that you have done, you can actually go ahead to boost it up. Simply means that, like, your post reaches out to more and more number of people. It also has a promote button which would go directly for your page. So what would you like to have for your page? Would you like to promote it, or would you like to receive some calls for this, or you want people to contact you up, get more messages? You can either choose any of the goals and you can proceed further. We'll be learning about this in detail. Now, if I have to do the posting part, how do I do it and how do I invite people to like my page? You can simply go over here and you will find one option which says invite friends. You can select them all one by one, or howsoever we had like to send them invitation that can be taken care of. Now, a very important part, that is your publishing tools. Publishing tools allows you to create posts for your page, and you can even schedule them up for the future. You can take the time, or if you had like, you can even backdate them up. So let's say that, like, you want to put the post somewhere around 25 days back, 30 days back, or if you have skipped any particular day wherever you wanted to post it but you forgot, or due to some circumstances you could not post anything, you can actually go to your publishing tools and you can do that. You can be able to see the post that you have scheduled for future, or drafts that you have prepared. And a very important section over here is the creator studio, as well as you have seen we also had the sound collection over there. So if you want to add any background music to your videos, there's some sample videos which are available over, sample audios which are available over here. You can download them and connect them up. And yes, in you have been here before to the monetization part, wherein you can check out the eligibility criteria for monetization. Well, when we are in our creator studio, what are the things that we can do over here? First of all, connecting your multiple pages to the creator studio. select and just like you can see things what is going around with your page. What are the insights of it, the amount of engagement, what is actually happening with that particular page. So you get to see the performance, engagement, clicks. The insights button is available here too, as well as when we visit the page, we can go to insights from there too. The insights page lets us have a proper look into the graphical representation of the people visiting our page, liking our page, or the comments which have been done. You can even choose the number of days or customize it howsoever the number of days that you want. You can have a look into that. So yes, the analyst job role is to read these numbers and to study the flow of it, the performance of the page. It would suffice about how many people have been coming back to your page, which is very important indeed. And one of the monetization step requires you to have uh, people coming back to you or staying with you for a long period of time. 250 weekly users were marked over there. So for this page, it's pretty decent one. The amount of views that we have been getting. So yes, now whenever a video is actually played, when do you get to receive an advertisement into this? Probably after 40 seconds or a minute, when something interesting is about to come. Yes, Facebook does want that people should watch your videos at least for 3 minutes, first 3 minutes, and that would make a very nice platform to launch their advertisements for, right? Well, every single thing for each and every single video you'll be able to see what is happening with it. How many minutes of video views have you got for them? Which video performed better than the others? How many shares, followers, recommendations did you get for it? Creator Studio is a very important part of your page, and yes, I must spend a good time over here. Were there any sign-ups for anything? None. Messages. So you just choose your page over here and just find to whatsoever the people that you want to reply back to. All the messages will be displayed over here, provided that you need to have the access. Parts which we must do for a page that comes under page info. You will find this option right below the settings too, and you can go over there and you can come into this section too to fill it up. So what do we have over here is the name of the page and the username. As I have mentioned over here, see, I could not find the name and the username similar, meeting live. So I have just added another S over here. What is recommended is the last letter of the name of your page. That will suffice it. In the description, you will have 255 characters to be mentioned. Define what your page is all about. Once you have done that, then you have categories over here. You can totally add 3 categories to your page. What is also required is that you must go via the contact number or the things which are asked over here. So if it is your business, you can understand how important it is to upload the phone number, your email address, website, location. So if you have a brick and mortar store, it will be nice to update because people may want to know where you are located if they do not have to go on the Google Maps. It will also help you to track, like, how many people have walked into your store, and later on when we will be doing advertisements, we can target those people who have visited our store, our restaurant, or the place itself. Service areas wherever you are available to provide the products. Um, Now over here, when is your business actually open? You can select the business hours, mention them. If not, then you can keep it always open or no hours available according to your business. Privacy policy link can be taken from your website and you can paste it over here. Impressum is a legal statement made by your business, which you can make right over here. The products which you want to sell can be added here, and anything else that you want to cover up can be added in the additional information also. This is about the page info part. Now, what is your page actually about? You can go into templates and tabs. You can set the exact template for it. So let us say if your page is actually about videos, right? You can go ahead over here and you can select the required template for yourself. Or if it is related to restaurant, shopping, anything. So video page, if it is, most of the people are trying to have a video page. You can go along with the video page template. All that you have to do is just apply a template over here. Now, if not, then you can even arrange all of these tabs on top of each other. Like you can drag them upside down and you can arrange it accordingly. Notifications, when do you want to receive notification when somebody has liked your page or has not liked, has commented on the page? Things like that can be covered over here. How do you want to receive these notifications when somebody takes an action on your page? You want to see it from the email, mobile messages, or notifications over here. You can turn them on and off. Page audience after this. Once you're done with the people and other pages, you can see them. And if you would like to ban or remove them, is a very simple feature. After that, the preferred page audience. So we have seen it in the general settings. We can actually choose with what kind of audience would we like to connect with. We have this option over the country restrictions. Now, this option over here has been removed because we haven't selected any country, or we haven't removed that. We would not want to show our content into any of those countries, or restrict them from any of the country, or only to show in a few countries. We haven't selected that audience, so simplify that it has been removed from the preferred page audience. Moving on to another part, which is a branded content, a very important feature in which the monetization can also be learned with your Creator Studio. Now, understanding the eligibility criteria with monetization for different aspects. What is your page actually about? Is it more often about videos, or are you more into retention, that people keep on coming to check out about whether what kind of memes have been updated, or are there any new posts over there? So there are different eligibility criteria. You can see this. You can read the criteria right over here. Need to have 10,000 followers, or 6 lakh minutes of video views in the last 60 days. Fan subscriptions. 250 people should be coming back to your page weekly. 10,000 followers is a common factor over here. So yes, the monetization criteria required is thrown a challenge by Facebook. And as I have already mentioned, that it is quite important for you to have a page, or not important, but it is a requirement. And without a page, you cannot do advertisements on Facebook. Now, once that we have the page, let us learn how do we do advertisements on Facebook. First of all, let us see how does an advertisement looks like, and what are the things that we can achieve by it. Now, this is an advertisement right in front of us. It's from LinkedIn. How do we know that this is an advertisement? It comes with the word sponsored written over here. This part of the advertisement is called as primary text. And this is a page. If I click upon this, I will go to the LinkedIn page on Facebook. This is a single image ad. You have the URL where if I click upon this ad, this is the page that I'm going to land upon. This part is called as the headline. And below you have description. It is very important for us to know the limit over the headline and the description, because if the headline is quite big, then we might not get to see the description over here. And over here we have a call to action button. The call to action button can differ from advertisement to advertisement. Could be about learn more, apply now, get code, right? We have seen multiple of them on the mobile phone you might have installed. Now, how do we reach out to make an advertisement? You can simply go to your ads manager from here, or you can even type facebook.com/ads manager. So left hand side, we will click upon ads manager. There are multiple things in the ads manager. We have a creative hub, audience insights. We will be exploring it from the business tools right over here. So once I go into the business tools, the first thing that we are going to do is let us study the data on Facebook. Over here, we will go into audience insights. Audience insights gives us every kind of information, the number of users on Facebook as well as their interest. And we will get to know the kind of pages or the interest that people actually have. Right now, United States of America is by default, it is giving us. If I put any country over here or any city state, I will get to read its data. So for United States, we have 150 million to 200 million on Facebook. The actual population is of course different, but the number of users on Facebook is displayed over here. Now, the gender ratio, 56% women, 45% men, and you can see this data along with the age-wise too. The relationship status of these people, education level. So how does Facebook have this data? Of course, when you created the account, you marked yourself whether you are engaged or you are into a relationship, married or not. Your age, of course. What are the job titles of these people? Our job is to get to know the page likes that these people have. So when I'm going to launch the ad, so let us say if I select that, okay, my advertisement should go to the people who like Oreo. Now, there are 7.6 million people who like Oreo. If I select and I put the right amount of budget, all the people who would have liked Oreo, my advertisement will go to those people. This ad will be shown on their timeline. Not the timeline, but the news feed rather, wherein all we get to see the advertisement. Let's have a look at that part too. The timeline is, of course, the activities that you have done on Facebook. This is the news feed. This is where we get to see the advertisement. It also comes in the right hand side over here. You also get to see advertisements in the marketplace, in the search tab, or when you are watching videos, at that point also we get to see the advertisements. Another ad from Learn Digital Academy itself. So how do we do this? We will get to see advertisements in our messenger also. Now, if I select Oreo and my advertisement will go to all of them, but not on the Oreo page. It will go into the users, newsfeed, messages, and whatsoever the platforms that we actually select. We actually have placement section in which we can select where should this advertisement be displayed. Now over here, if I have to find out, I just double click and you get to see the highest liked pages over here. You even get to see the affinity score of it. So, it simply says how likely your audience is to like a given page compared everyone on Facebook, the number of audience and the relevancy of this page that you have. You simply go to the information buttons and they display. Let us study about India. The population of India is 138 crores, but we have 250 million to 300 million people on Facebook. The gender ratio, as well as the relationship status of these people. Now, when we go into the page likes, we get to see the highest liked page in India. Well, before the pandemic hit, before the coronavirus, sarcasm was the highest liked page in India. After that, few of these pages have actually overtaken, but the affinity score seems to be very less for them. And it's quite important for us to know about the affinity scores too. So which page shall we go along with? to target our advertisement. Now, let us say if I was doing advertisement for any local region, for let's go with Bangalore. If I was doing advertisement for a restaurant or for a food chain, first of all, I'm going to select the age. You see, 6 million to 7 million people are over there. So if I just select the age group from 18 to 30, I'm left with 3 million to 3.5 million people over here. Now, what should be the gender of these people to whom I'm releasing the advertisement to? If I had a product which is just meant for women, so I would select women over here, and something meant for men, I'll just select men. If not necessary, you can just simply go with all genders. Now, what should be the interest? As I said, that like we'll go along with food and drink. Either I can select the entire food and drink from here, or if I go into the section and I can explore things over at this point of a time, I can select whether they are interested in food. The entire food section if I select. Now, out of 3 million to 3.5 million people, I'm left with 1.5 to 2 million people. Now, which are the highest liked pages over here? Well, RCB is loved by everyone. Look at the affinity score, quite high. Likewise, I need to collect the data and I need to know about the interest section of people. It's very necessary that I explore this part for any advertiser. Once that I have selected my audience at this place, I can directly create an ad. But before that, we have few more things to look into, and that is Creative Hub. In this section, you can even expand this menu over here. Let's start with Creative Hub. Creative Hub is a platform where I will get to design my advertisement. Over here, we just learned how to select the audience. We can try it with different cities. You can even try with the pin codes. You can even launch the advertisement selecting a pin code. I will click upon Create Mockup. And my advertisement, how it will look like in Messenger, how it look like in stories, how it's going to look like in the news feed in the right hand side column. I'll get to see those parts. And as I have mentioned earlier, it is important to have the right selection of the image size. Whatever the image that you actually upload, it must have good clarity, the right image size, as well as try that you do not have more than 15% text over the image. So in this part, we are going to put in the primary text, the image, video, or we can design a carousel. Carousel is like, you have multiple images over there. If I was doing it for e-commerce, it is separate for trouser, it is separate for t-shirt, a separate image, and the landing pages also are going to be different. So if I click upon the shirt, I should not land on the trouser page, right? Now over here, first of all, you name the ad. Now the page on whose behalf this advertisement is supposed to go to, you simply select that page. We have learned it in the settings that you must connect the Facebook page with the Instagram account. Now this is a single image or a video carousel. So I'll go along with a single image. Over here I can actually add an image. So if it's not a right size, it's going to give you an error. You simply select one image over here. Square, vertical, horizontal. Once that you are done with this part, uploading the image, simply go ahead to the primary text. The changes that I will do in the left hand side, they will appear for us in the right hand side. You can already see it with the image. The headline, which will come at the bottom part over here. And of course, if somebody clicks upon my ad, then which part of the website should they land on? So if you want them to land on the contact page, or you can design a fine landing page for yourself, you'll simply select this. And finally, a call to action button. Every site you see in the stories, whether it is Facebook Messenger or Instagram, how your advertisement looks like. So let us say if I do not like how my advertisement is appearing in the marketplace, I can simply go into edit, and I can crop this image, I can change its primary text, its headline, or if I want, I can even change the entire image. The advertisement is totally ready. You see, we have the page name, the primary text, there is an image, and the website address, as well as the headline and the description and the call to action button. Now, if before launching this ad, I need to take permission from somebody, or if I need to, just show it to my client, anything like that, I can just copy this link. I'll go into the share button, and I just have to turn this thing on, toggle the button, copy the link, close it, and you can send this link to anyone. And if they just put it in the URL and hit enter, they will get to see the advertisement, how it is going to look like. This advertisement is not live right now, but it's just a sample ad. And yes, if need be, I can even create an ad over here. I just have to click upon show in ads manager and create an ad directly, how we even saw it in audience insight. So in audience insight, I have selected the people to whom my advertisement should go to. Over here in creative hub, what my advertisement actually looks like. So you see, I just put the link, and here I get to see my ad. This link is going to be available for next 30 days from the time that you have activated it.